So okay, so till now we have seen how we can navigate, and now in my new screen I will show how we can create a tab and all. So let's go to layout, go to change mode, and here we have something called this tab control, tab strip control, and we have this wizard. So I will use this wizard, for example. Okay, so here I have to give my tab strip name. So I can give any name here. So I'm giving tab, for example, G tab str1, any name I can give. So I'm giving this. Let's continue. And for example, if I want to create two tab, I can enter the tab names. For example, first tab I want for material details, and another tab I want for plant details, for example. Okay, so these two tabs I have created here, and when I click continue, it has generated subscreen for me. So I'm fine with this, or I can give any other name if I have already any subscreen created. So I have not created any subscreen, so it will create for me, and this function code it will generate for this subscreen. Okay, and I want to store my data, so I have already created top for this, and for PBO I have already created PBO include. On for PAI, अगर मैंने पहले से क्रिएट नहीं किए होते, इट विल क्रिएट फॉर मी, और मैं अगर कुछ भी नहीं करता तो इट विल स्टोर और जनरेट होल प्रोग्राम. सो इट इज जनरेटिंग ओके द प्रोग्राम फॉर मी इन दिस मेन प्रोग्राम. बट मैंने अभी 3 इंक्लूड क्रिएट किए हैं, और मैंने बताया था हम क्यों इंक्लूड क्रिएट करते हैं, थ्रू सेग्रीगेटेबल लॉजिक. So that's why I have given all the include name here, and now it will do the things for me. So if I click on complete, you can see it has created nicely two tab for me. Okay, and now if I activate this, let me select all and activate everything. So it has generated code for me, required code. Okay, and for example, let me move this little bit below. Okay, and for example, I want one input here. For example, this is for ID MATKL, for example. Okay, let me move it here, and let me give this here. So material group. Okay, material group. Okay, so I'm creating one input field here in this skin, material group, for example, and let's give label 4, one ID, and the type of material group is MATKL. So can I give that type from here? Okay, so we cannot give like this. So let's give from here. For example, the type is char 4, right? How we can give? Okay, we will see. So let's give one button here. For example, some go button or get details button, for example. Okay, so whenever I will enter something here, I will try to get details. So BT5, I believe. Okay, and here I can give detail, for example, any function code. So detail function code I have given on for this button. Okay, so my requirement is like whenever I click on this detail button, I want to display data for this material group from Mara table and Marcy table, for example, here. Okay, so this is our small screen designing we have done. Okay, so let's see, we can see all the elements here. So for detail, what we have given ID MATKL. Okay, so let me declare this here, and let me declare it in top include, right? Okay, so here I will declare data ID MATKL type, like we have declared this input, right? So we have to declare this also. So MATKL ka type kya hai? MATKL can be give like this. Okay, let's activate. Okay, also I want to select data in our Mara table, so let me define both the tables. So for example, types begun of ty Mara, and I want to select, for example, Maintner, type Maintner, and MTART type MTART, and MATNR, sorry, MATKL type. For example, these three fields I want to display. Okay, end of ty Mara. And let's define one more for Marcy. So I'm copying this. Okay, and now let's define the table. So IT underscore Mara type standard table of ty Mara. Work, let define work area type ty Mara. IT underscore Marcy type standard table of ty Marcy. This we have already learned and how to define and why we are defining ty Marcy. Okay, now just we have declared the data, but we have not designed any UI to display this data, right? So first let's design UI to display this data. So we have created these two subscreens. So if I click here, we can see this subscreen is getting created. So here in this subscreen, I want a table so that I can display material data, for example. So this I want to change. So here, for example, material details, material data, for example. Okay, and here I can create this table control, and this used for displaying the table data. For example, we can have a small also like this. Okay, so I can give any name here, for example, G table str1 we can give. Okay, so I want to display from my internal table, right? So which table? So Mara table I want to display. And what is our work area? So work area is WA Mara, right? So we can select that. We can continue. I want all the three fields, so I can select all the three fields. Okay, I want all output only, or I want to update. So I do not want to update. I want headers, right? And I do not want this scalability. Let's continue. I want to scroll, yes. Continue. And here I want to store my data, for example, in top. PBO I have already created, so I am giving the same name again and again. PI I have created, and this I'm not creating an include. I will save in my main program. So this table control will generate a code for to run this table control in background for me. For example, so it has declared these three fields here, right? And I can get, let's activate. So it will generate the code for me. Now the material data should display here. Now go back, and in another screen, another sub screen, I want to create, for example, here plant data, right? So plant data, fine. And here again I will create one tab screen. Next, so I can give table control 2, for example, and here I can select Marcy table, and work area I will select as, for example, WMRC, and we will continue. I want, oh sorry, I have to change this field. 1 minute, 1 minute, it will give error. Yes, cancel. Let me change that field, otherwise I will get some error. My bad. So let me go back. Huh. No. Okay. So here I want to see from RC, I want to see, for example, works. So this should be works underscore D. And for example, I want to see PSTAT. So here PSTAT. Okay, let me activate this. And now let me again go here in layout. Let me make it plant data. Okay, and now let me create again this. Let me continue. Please stop me if you have any doubt. I am just creating by Wizard. Okay, nothing special. So this Wizard will help me to generate the required code for this tab strip. Okay, and I will give here WMRC. I will continue. It has not refreshed actually. I have selected Mars. 1 minute, let me cancel this again. Sorry guys. Let me activate this, come back. Why it is not reflected? Let me again open this lesson SC80. Sometimes it is not refreshing, so I'm just opening it again. And now let's go to our screens. So in this sub screen I want to add. Okay, now let's again go to change mode, layout. Okay, now let's try to create this table control again. And here let's give this name. For Marcy table I want to do. For Marcy I want to do, okay. Yeah. It has taken multiple field anyway. So let's have this field. I want to continue. Yes, I want to scroll. And let's select top PVO and PAI here. Let's continue. Okay, so what we have done, we have created these two tables. Okay, let's activate this. Go to flow logic. So you can see all the required logic has been created, all the field and field chain and other things it has already created for us. So nothing is required from our side as of now, just what we want. So whenever so we have created this one button here, if you remember. So we have created this get details button here. So whenever I will enter any material group here, I want to see the materials related to that and plant related to those material, right? So in get details, so get detail is having what detail f code, right? Function code. So let me come back. Let's go to flow logic. Okay, so here whenever user, if SciUcom, for example, SciUcom equals to, what is that, detail, right? Detail, what I want to select matnr and mtrt matkl from Mara table into where I want to save, into table IT Mara, right? Where, in which condition I want to select matkl should be id matkl, right? The id I have given something like this, I believe. So let's check. When I click here, yeah, this is I have declared. Okay, let's check. So let's see whether it is giving any error or it is working. For example, so just I have written for first step. So let's execute this. Go next. See, I got this screen. I can see this plant detail and this here. So I can also have this. Okay, so here, for example, let me give some material group and click on get details, but I am not getting anything here, I believe. So let's check why we are not getting. So /h, click on get details, do F5. So our code we have written here. So let me where we have written our code, not here. So come out. Let me put the breakpoint there directly. See, this back button we have not enabled. This back button is working. Oh, sorry, this back and this back. Okay, so let's debug that why it is not working. So where we have written our code here in this execute command here, right? So this is inactive. I forgot to activate it and it is having some error. 1 minute. Spelling mistake. Okay. So when I double click here, it will take me to the place. So I forgot to make it double ucom. Let's activate this. And now let's execute. So when I click on go next, enter anything 001, click on get details. You can see I have get details for 001. So this is how it is working, right? And if I want to see plant details also, how can I get those details? So let's go back, again back. And for that, what we have to do? So here in user command, so once we select Mara data, for example, if size sub RC 0, it means we have got data, right? What I can do, I can select matnr works and pstat from RC into table itmarc for all entries in itmara where matner equals to itmara matner, right? This we have already seen this syntax. So if I have, so what here I am doing, so for example, if this material, this table is having 5 material, for these 5 material it will select all the plants, and status. Okay. So now let's see, let's execute our logic. Go next, give anything here, 001, get details. So now I can see all this here, and in plant details I can see all the plant details over here for those material. We can see this here. So any doubt here? So this is how we can design our screen. Hello. Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yes, yes, Abhishek.
Yeah,
Yes,
yes. Yeah, Vijit. So is it clear? Uh,
yes.
so this is very simple example, and if you can see this type of T code we have in SAP, right? It is having some
Yes.
table details, some tabs, some input fields, some buttons, right? And this is how we can debug it. Once you create this screen, believe me, you can debug any standard T code after this. Okay,
Okay.
but you have to like create this skin by your own, whatever I have created today. It will give
Mhm.
you, like, it is very similar to standard T code. Okay, we have navigation and all, right? We have navigations, we have validations, we have table controls, we have like different tabs. So this is how we can achieve this, and it has generated very large code. So if I show you here, for example, let's go back. Okay, and go back here, and if you see all our include, for example, these are our include. So you can see for main program it has generated this code, for PBO it has generated this code, this much code, and for top include it has generated this much code. So top, and for PAI it has generated this. So you can see it has generated like more or less big code for us, and everything is working now. We have seen this case and case also. Yeah, so I think this is all from my side for today. So do you have any question on this we can discuss, or any other
No.
doubts in last class if you have tried, or if you want to show me if you have tried anything? So I'm stopping recording as of now.